Hello my friends, welcome back. Today I am creating a 12 by 12 layout using the Forget Me Not collection from Rosie Studios, and I'm going to use a technique that I have used multiple times before because you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time, right? Simply using a different layout and a different collection is going to give me a completely different look to the last time I used this technique, which I think might have been in July for a Christmas page in my December daily album. So it's already different because I've got a different kind of context for the layout. I have started with a 12 by, I think, 4.5, 12 by 5 inch photo, I think. I do have a large format photo printer, so I have printed that sort of panorama style photo of Darling Harbour in Sydney, where we've just spent a glorious few days, and I've printed that nice and long so that I've got a lot of room at the bottom here to do this technique. The other brilliant thing I love about this is that I'm just using 6 by 6 papers, so I don't have to cut into all of my 12 by 12 papers to create a 12 by 12 paper layout. You can see me here fussing around with colors. I wanted to really play up all the beautiful blues in this collection, but there are a ton of patterns that I loved, so I went ahead and just picked a bunch. I'm kind of going on the fly at the moment because my original plan was to pick 6 papers and have each of these strips be an even 2 inches wide. But what I've ended up doing is something a little bit different because there were more than 6 papers that I wanted to use and I didn't want to have to limit myself. And so instead of doing the math to try to work out how to spread this many papers across my 12-inch base, which is just white cardstock, I'm just kind of randomizing some things. So I'm going ahead and trimming out 2 equally sized paper strips from each of these papers, varying from about 3/4 of an inch to 2 inches. And then the last strip is going to be the largest, and I am just going to fill in whatever gap I have left at the end. So that avoids me having to do any sort of maths, which, to be honest, in my post-illness brain is just literally not capable of doing. Now, the reason I picked cut 2 of each strip is I'm going to create a fake rolled paper effect. And the reason I need 2 strips is because these pattern papers, especially in the 6 by 6 pad here, they're only printed on one side, so they're blank on the other. So if I laid these strips out like this and then rolled them up from the bottom of the rolls would be white. And that's not the look I want to go for. I want as much of these beautiful patterns to be showing as possible. So the second strip is going to be my fake roll at the bottom. And this is how I'm going to make the fake roll. I glue down my first strip and then I grab a little skewer here just to help me roll that paper nice and tight. The reason I want it tight at the bottom is so that it's sort of self-supporting. I don't need to add any dimensional adhesive in there. It's keeping everything nice and chunky, and it means when it gets put into a page protector, eventually, it's not going to flatten out again. So then all I've done is rolled that up. I've tucked it under the original flat strip and then adhered everything down so you can see the paper doesn't unroll itself. It stays nice and rolled up and it looks like the pattern is on both sides of the paper. I am literally going to repeat this for all of my strips. I've kind of done them in it's a loose kind of ombre look, going from darkest to lightest and then heading back in towards some of the colors again on the right hand side of the paper. And I am varying the edges at the bottom of these strips as well, so that you could do it so that the strips were all lined up. I'm doing so it looks like each of these strips is kind of waterfalling down the layout. Now, it does take me a little bit of time. I'm not going to make you watch all of it because it is literally the exact same technique, the exact same process for each of these strips. So let's just skip ahead until all of the hard work's done. Now, my original plan was just to keep the embellishment fairly minimal on this page. I am going to add a title, and I'm going to add one of the puffy sticker title words or sentiments from this collection, I decided to go with Filled with Joy. Honestly, that's how I feel when I look at this photo. Wish I was back there right now enjoying the sunshine instead of the hail and rain that I have here. And I picked this for two reasons. I loved the sentiment, but also I loved the dark blue. It's really going to help my title stand out. And you can see I need to do that because I'm going to put my title over the kind of edge of where the pattern paper hits the photo. And once I started doing this, that was when my plan for the rest of the embellishment kind of came to fruition. I really liked the look of how the puffy sticker title kind of helps to join those two elements together. It was looking a little bit kind of disjointed, and I didn't love that really stark line that I ended up with. And so this is when I'm going to start filling that in. So I'm basically going to create just a strip of embellishments that's going to cover up that line and sort of blend out, I guess, the harshness of the photo into the pattern paper. So I'm using a whole bunch of different stickers, and you'll see me kind of just faffing around with them was basically all I did. I was attempting to pick stickers that were not necessarily on theme, but at least not like completely different. So I didn't want to use florals. Like, this is not a floral kind of photo. I didn't really have a whole lot of, I guess, travel themed or water themed elements in this collection. So I'm going with more kind of generic things, little hearts, the circle background stickers, sentiments. I do add a few kind of clear stickers in here too. I loved that wee note paper one. I've got my camera. I did chuck a little butterfly in there just for fun. When I put that first clear sticker on, I thought, oh, this looks really good. And I'm going to add a couple more. I think I end up using some of those gold ones. They look brilliant on top of the photo. So that was a really kind of fun discovery to use, I guess, that I really loved how the gold looks on top of that the photo. It also helps bring the sort of embellishment elements of the layout up into the photo as well. They're kind of not, it's just like hearts, and I did end up with a postmark in there, which I thought was kind of travel related. There's a mix of puffy stickers and chipboard stickers and cardstock stickers and clear stickers. So, just all the stickers basically. I've got a few tiny touches of pink in there, but I've mostly stuck with those blues and greens and a little bit of yellow for accent. And I love how this turned out. The link to the Rosie Studio store is in my description box along with a discount code for you, so do check it out. Hey, thanks for watching, friends. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you want to keep watching, there are a couple of videos on screen. Otherwise, I'll see you again really soon. Bye.